Calls for more effective contact tracing resurface as more and more Filipinos get infected with COVID-19. Joining us on the line right now is Interior Secretary Eduardo Año to tell us more about the updates on the government's official contact tracing app, the Safe.Ph. Good morning, Secretary Año. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Ria. Good morning. Good morning to our televiewers and listeners.
Now, sir, the Stay Safe app that was officially launched last year, but it has not been fully implemented due to reported technical concerns. So right now, I believe LGUs are continuing to use their own contact tracing apps. And honestly, it can get pretty tedious for one person to get all the different QR codes every time they're in a different LGU. So in May, I think Malacanang said it's all systems go. Pero sir, bakit hindi pa rin fully enforced siya?
Actually, Ria, fully enforced naman natin. Actually, 75% na ng ating LGUs ang gumagamit nito. Out of the 1,634 LGUs, 1,234 have adopted already the Stay Safe Philippines contact tracing apps. And we have about 89,434 establishments using the Stay Safe. Dalawang module na importante dito, yung establishment module na nag-generate tayo ng QR code. Mayroong digital logbook para malaman natin yung history, halimbawa, kung through the QR code. Tapos pwede ka mag-export ng report. At ang importante dito yung tinatawag natin citizens module na pwede sa mag-scan ng QR code ng mga establishment, mag-update ng kanyang health checklist, mag-generate ng digital QR code, at kung yung tinatawag natin exposure notification, Google and Apple exposure notification. So, more or less effective naman at sumusunod at ginagamit ito.
Okay, so it's getting more widespread use at least, no, Secretary?
Yes.
Okay, so in one of the government briefings, it was mentioned that the DILG, together with the Department of Information and Communications Technology, you guys are working together to integrate vaccine certificates with the Stay Safe app. Can you update us on this, Secretary?
Yes, now we have a technical working group composed of the ICT, the DILG, DOH, and some other national agencies. Ang target natin by September ay maging functional na ito para itong yung tinatawag nating box certificate, digital certificate. And then, nag-roll out ng training na ang DICT para sa mga LGUs para yung isang feature na kung paano i-correct mo yung mga maling data na na-entry para mag-check yung ating mga LGUs. Meron tinatawag na LGU digital boot. Then they can actually correct wrong entries and issue this what we call the birth certificate, back certificate.
All right, so now you mentioned that 75% of LGUs are using Stay Safe app, but two big cities in Metro Manila are still using their own, right? QC has theirs, Mandaluyong has Mandatrack. Why haven't they jumped on board and started using Stay Safe app?
They are allowed to use their existing contact tracing apps. Yung lang sinasabi natin ng mga LGUs na wala pang ginagamit, dapat i-adapt nila yung Stay Safe. And ang importante naman doon ay may interconnectivity at interoperable yung contact tracing apps na ginagamit nila.
Okay, so does that mean, sir, that Stay Safe app and the Quezon City and Mandaluyong apps can talk to each other, so to speak, and share data? Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's correct. Tama yan.
All right. Secretary, we're on a now more relaxed MECQ. Could you update us on how local governments are coping, especially when it comes to ayuda distribution?
Yes, on ayuda distribution, tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayo. And in fact, as of yesterday, ay nasa 70% na tayo. Meaning to say, out of the 11.256 billion, ang na-distribute na ay 7.9 billion. So that's about 7,909,000 168 recipients. So I guess deadline natin na hanggang August 25 ay mako-comply ng ating LGUs except for some large LGUs like Quezon City, Valenzuela. Nanghingi na sila ng kanilang extension and we're just determining ilang days yung ibibigay nating extension.
Okay, but most should be done by August 25. Sir, will ayuda
Yes.
distribution continue even if NCR has now shifted to MECQ?
Yes, that will continue hanggang maubos natin at i-distribute yung lahat ng funds. Tsaka sa Bataan naman, nag-start na rin sila. And sa Laguna, more or less about 20 million na ang kanilang na-distribute na pera out of the 2.7 billion allocated.
All right, now let's talk about vaccinations, sir. How many have been vaccinated during this last 2-week hard lockdown? And where are we overall? Are we reaching our targets?
Well, according to the NBOX, about 3.2 million ang iturok natin for the 2 weeks ECQ. Hindi natin abot yung 4 million because we have to observe the strict distancing and also the provisions of the ECQ. But according to our NCR data, nasa 50% na yung ating inoculate in the National Capital Region. So magandang-gandang numero na yan.
All right, at least for NCR. No? Thank you so much for your time this morning. We always appreciate it. That was Interior Secretary Eduardo Año.